You ever bury something so deep you forget the shape of it? The weight? The sound it makes in your chest? I did. For 18 years, I lived like my past was dead. Turns out, it was just waiting for a signal. Back then, I was just a kid. 18. Dumb. Fast hands. Faster car. I was the driver. That was my thing. Didn't carry a gun. Didn't ask questions. I just drove. Got us in, got us out. Every job. Then came Miles. Tall. Clean. The kind of guy who wore chaos like a nice suit. He pulled together the last crew I ever worked with. One job. That's what he promised. One job, and everyone walks away fat and free. It was supposed to be a pawn shop hit. In and out in 4 minutes. I waited in the car with the engine humming like a heartbeat. Then I heard the first gunshot. Then screaming. Then silence. Only 2 of them came back out. Not Miles. And not the one they called Puck. Real name unknown. Rage always loaded. Blood on their sleeves. Bags heavier than expected. One of them said, "Drive." Now. The other said nothing. Just stared at me like he knew I didn't want this. I drove. Fast. But not far. At the first red light, I got out. Left. The keys. Left them. Vanished into the city before sirens caught the smell of it. I changed my name. Evan Harris became Evan Locke. Moved 3 states over. Found work. Met a woman named Talia who laughed like forgiveness. Married her. Built a business. A life. We had a daughter. Lena. She's 11 now. She likes climbing trees and making up songs about dragons. She thinks I'm boring. She has no idea who I used to be. And for 18 years, neither did anyone else. Until the voicemail. Last Wednesday, phone buzzed after midnight. No caller ID. I let it go to voicemail. Played it the next morning while making breakfast. You still owe us a body. That's all. 7 words, but I couldn't breathe for a full minute after. I deleted the message, checked the locks, hugged Lena too tight. Talia asked if something was wrong. I smiled, said the eggs were burning. Then the signs started showing up. A pack of cigarettes left on my windshield. Same brand Miles used to smoke. The kind with the gold filter. I hadn't seen those in years. Then I started seeing the van. White, no plates. Parked across the street at weird hours. I told myself it was coincidence. Then it followed us to the grocery store. I went to the police. They ran my plate, my license, my name. Clean, of course, because it's not mine. They took the report. Nothing they could do. No threats. No crime. Not yet. Talia found the old photo in the mailbox. No envelope. Just folded in half. It was of me. Younger, leaner. Standing outside the pawn shop the day before the job. Behind me, Miles. She asked who it was. I said I didn't know. Her eyes said she didn't believe me. I told myself they wouldn't go after my family, that it was just a scare tactic, until Lena came home with a question. "Daddy, who's the man that watches our house?" My blood turned to stone. That night, Talia disappeared. No text, no calls. Her car was still in this driveway, but she was gone. Her phone, too. Only thing she left behind was a note on the fridge in a child's handwriting. "You said no more lies." It was signed Talia, but she didn't write that. That wasn't her handwriting. I checked every letter, every curve. It was copied. Now it's 2 a.m., and I'm sitting in the kitchen with every light off, holding a pistol I swore I'd never need again. There's movement outside. I know it's them. I don't know who's left, or what they want. Money? Revenge? Or maybe just to finish what started all those years ago. But I keep hearing Miles in my head. The last thing he ever said to me. There's always a debt. You either pay it, or you become it. I thought I ran. I thought I escaped. But you can't outrun a blood trail. It doesn't fade. It just follows slower, and now it's caught up to me.